and I'm the Justin girly.
Hi, I'm Roxana, and I'm the Chris girly.
Hi, I'm Christy, and I'm the Joey girl.
I'm Brandy, and I am the Lance girl.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm the JC girl. And we are the NSYNC girlies
of Hold the Pickle podcast.
Woo! So we have a special episode today. This is our podcast episode number 3, and it's going to be May. So we have a special guest with us, which we're all super excited about. Yeah. So we're going to get right into it, and Justin's going to say, let me get your name, girl. Tell me where you're from, what you do, what you like. Let me pick your brain, girl, and send it away. Special guest, take it away.
Hi, I'm Kianna. Yes, it's going to be May Girl, as Justin has now rightfully called me out for being so. Love it. Which is crazy. I'm still processing that, I think. I don't think I'll ever fully process that, but we'll definitely talk about that. But yeah, I've been an NSYNC fan since, how old am I? 34. So yeah, it's been like a while. Let's just put it that way. I remember the Disney Channel concert. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I've watched it all. I've watched The Climb, and they're my favorite boy band for a reason, but obviously crazy to now just have this, really special personal connection with them too. So they're my boys, love them to death.
Awesome. Well, we have some questions for you, and I want to kick it off with if you could tell us about the It's Gonna Be May meme and how that came about and the details on that.
Yeah, so that happened back in 2012. I was a junior in college. Yeah, wow. Oh my gosh. Again, I'm old. So I was just in my room. And I was like really busy in college. I did a lot of, honor societies and clubs and all kinds of stuff. And I had a calendar to just keep track of, all of my stuff that I had to do each month. So at least once or twice a month, I would just sit and review my calendar, make sure I had everything up to date. But I would try to like leave myself cute little, memes or notes or whatever, just like make me laugh. Because it's junior year, I'm stressed out. I was trying to find an internship that summer. So I was doing a lot of like internship interviews and all kinds of stuff. And so it was really funny because I just happened to see the picture of Justin come up on Tumblr, and I was like, oh, it'd be really funny if I print this out and put this at the end of April, because it was March. It was like mid-March when I was doing this. So I was looking at my April calendar, trying to figure out exams and, all that stuff. And so I was like, okay, this will be really funny every time I look at my calendar, because it was right by my desk. So it would make me chuckle. And I put it on there and I took a picture and then I posted it on Tumblr, and I was like, this would be funny. I'm just put, in case I forget what comes after April. Not thinking like, okay, it'll be funny to like, the 10 NSYNC fans that still follow me on Tumblr. Because like a bunch of us, we've known each other for a while online. So it was, it's fine.
Yeah. And
I think within not even 30 minutes of posting it, it had like 5,000 likes. And I was just like, oh, dear God, what have I done? And I was just like, oh no, wow. Justin's going to see this. And I was just sitting there all night, and I'm just watching these notifications roll in. Like, it was slowing down my laptop because it was just coming in so fast. And I was just like, this is not happening. And by morning, I saw notifications from like MTV, VH1, like it was spreading. And I was just like, this is not good. I was going to delete it because I was like, Justin is going to hate me for this. Why did I have to like do, I was just like, oh God, why did I do this? And it was really funny. So I'm sitting in my classes the next day, just like panicking. And one of my friends in my class, she saw it and she was like, was that you? And I was like, yes. And then we're like, I was really, this is the worst part. We're on Tumblr in the middle of class, and I'm still just watching the notifications come in. And I'm just like, this is like seriously taken off now. Like I couldn't delete it because it was already at like 25,000 or something crazy. And it was crazy. So it just blew up overnight. And of course, at that point, I didn't realize it was going to become, like an annual holiday. But after like year 3, I was just like, oh God, people are still posting this. Like, really? Like, I thought after maybe the second year, I'd be like, okay, I'd be in the clear. No. And
Nope.
we're now in 2025 and it is still going. I don't think it's ever going to stop. I've already, I get
no,
tagged a
it's
million times
there.
a day already. Like, yeah. So it has been a journey. It's been really cool though, because, I didn't have a lot of, my NSYNC friends when I was younger. It was, way different because we didn't have social media. We didn't have, it was just whoever around you liked NSYNC. That was your like NSYNC crew. So it was really cool to really, meet other NSYNC fans finally. And we all, have these spaces online where we can come together now. So that's been the coolest part, is just like, having a NSYNC community now. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Did Justin, he saw it in 2018? Is that when he commented on it? Is that what happened?
So he saw it right away. He just didn't know who did it. Because there were a couple people who tried to like steal it and take credit for it, which was really weird.
Oh.
And it was back when Tumblr, like sometimes the source link on Tumblr would glitch, and it would glitch to like someone else's blog that like didn't actually post it. And so for the longest time, someone else was credited for posting that on like Know Your Meme and other meme sites. And I'm like, no, it was not them. And so it took me forever to get that corrected. They actually just corrected it like 3 or 4 years ago. So Justin saw it. He just didn't know it was me until like, it was a while ago. But Lance was actually the first one to find me. Back in like I want to say it was like 2017, maybe actually might have been before that, like 2015, 2016. But he found me on Twitter because people were like tagging him in it. And so he saw that. And so after that, we like communicated, pretty regularly. He would always try to give me credit for that. So I appreciated that. But Justin, it was like, he didn't like publicly acknowledge me until like 2021, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's when it was. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a journey.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Very crazy.
That's so awesome. Well, we have some other questions for you. I think, Melissa, you're up next.
Yes, hi Kianna, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. And by the way, you're not old. I'm 10 years older than you, so let's get that clear. When and at what age did you fall in love with NSYNC?
I think I was like 7.
Oh, man. You're young.
7 or 8? I don't even know. That was so long ago. It was like first grade. I remember being around first grade. I'm still in touch with my first grade teacher, and that's like the one thing she remembers was my like NSYNC obsession. So it was at least first grade. It might have been kindergarten, but I can't remember. But I know it was in that like 6, 7, 8 range. Yeah.
Yeah, that would check out because the Disney Channel, and they came out around 97.
It was like 97, 98. Yeah. So it was right around there.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's awesome. Roxy, you're up next.
Hi, Kianna.
Hi.
Girl, I got goosebumps when I was listening to your story. I was like, that's crazy. I got goosebumps,
crazy.
chills.
It's very crazy.
So my question is, what is your favorite NSYNC memory? I know there's probably a lot, but if you could just pick.
Oh my God.
One.
That's so hard. Honestly, I feel like the HBO No Strings Attached concert, that changed a lot for me because like I never got to see them in concert. And so I live in an area that like doesn't get big concerts. We got Britney Spears in 2000, and that's probably the biggest concert we've ever had here because she just like shut the entire city down. But yeah, like NSYNC, the closest they would ever come was like 2 or 3 hours away, so I never really got to see them. So that was big for me because I'm like, oh, I get to see a full concert, and I'd seen the Disney Channel concert, but that's like, it's Disney Channel, no strings attached. Like that was a huge moment because I remember every kid in school was like so excited to see that. And like we were all talking about it at school, and like everybody's in the playground, doing the choreography. And like I probably watched that concert a million times, no joke, because I was teaching myself the choreography because I was a dancer for a while. So that was always where my brain would first go is, oh, I need to learn this dance. And so I would just watch it over and over. My mom taped it on TV and I would just watch it over and over and over. And so it was just, I remember that so vividly. And like, I know that entire concert just backwards and forwards. So Yeah, that was a pretty big moment for me because I love that show, and I mean it's nonstop, just like perfect concert. So yeah, that's probably my favorite one. It's hard to pick though because I have so many more. Like it's hard for me to pick, but just as far as like all of them being together, like that's probably one of my favorites.
That was awesome. That concert and their choreography and their stage presence, everything was different. I remember seeing them doing the bye 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 dance at my friend's sweet 16 birthday party. So we were right there with you doing the dances all the time. So Chrissy, you're up next.
Let's see. What is your favorite NSYNC merch? It can be official or not official. Just the
Probably
favorite.
my blanket. I have
Your
the
blanket.
no strings attached blanket still, and I mean I've had it for like 25 years now. It's still in almost perfect condition.
Nice.
I don't let anybody near it. I don't let anybody touch it. Like
Yes,
can have that.
Yeah, I
love that
think
blanket.
mine's in storage.
Yay, she's got
So
one too. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to
love it
rescue
too.
mine
On
because I
my
was
couch.
like, no, I need that. Like, I protect that blanket because I love that blanket so much.
I never got one.
No, you gotta get one.
One day.
One
And
day.
then
I got it for
What it-
Christmas, and I remember that Christmas because I was just like, oh my god, I have an NSYNC blanket. Like, I did not let go of that blanket ever. So, yeah, I'm impressed with myself that I've kept it this long, but I know it's because like if it had been anybody else, like I probably I can part with that, but not NSYNC. Like I have to keep that. So
Yeah, definitely.
And
yeah.
Is there a piece of merch that you don't have that you really, really want, but you haven't been able to find or anything like that?
Honestly, no. I had the marionette dolls and then they got thrown away during a move, but luckily one of my friends that I actually did an interview with on her podcast, Brienne, love her. She actually got me the whole set. I think it was like last year, a couple years ago. Yeah. And she didn't tell me. It just like showed up at the door and I opened this huge box and it's like the entire set of marionette dolls. And I was like, oh my God, I almost cried. Because I was just like, oh my God, my dolls are back. So now I have the full set again. So I'm happy. But I had so much stuff when I was a kid though, because my mom would just get me like every NSYNC item. So I can't think of anything that I like didn't have. Because I still have a pretty good amount of it. So yeah.
Good deal.
Absolutely. Brandy, you're up.
Okay, so what is your most cherished NSYNC moment? It could be an interaction with some of them, any of them.
That I don't know. That's so hard because doing the interview with Lance was really fun. Because I was like, it was unfortunate because it was like a month and a half after the pandemic really like got going, so we had to do it over Zoom, but it was just so fun. Because it was me, Lance, and the girls from the Girl Were You Alone NSYNC podcast. So we all got to do that together. And they were technically the ones, like the first podcast to ever interview me. So it's kind of cool for all of that to come full circle. And now we're like on Lance's podcast together. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that was like my first face-to-face interaction with a member of NSYNC. And that was crazy. And so he and I had like briefly chatted, on like Twitter, like Instagram, before that, but we had just never had a full conversation. So that was our like moment, which is really cool. But I think Justin calling me out last year at the concert, that was probably the funniest one, but also the most terrifying.
Yeah.
Because he knew I was there, and I wasn't sure if he like saw my messages about me like, hey, I'm gonna be at the show, I'm just letting you know. So I was like, oh God. And I was front row, so I was like, he's gotta see me.
Yeah.
And it was like instantly, I didn't even have to like wave him down. He saw me instantly. I was like, oh God, he's been knowing for God knows how long. So he was waiting on that. And it was just really funny because I was like, oh God. And so a couple people around me recognized me. And so they were trying to wave him down too. And like, it was just really funny. So I knew, of course, during the show, he was going to talk, to the crowd. And I was like, oh God, here we go. Like, what happened? And at first he went and talked to someone else. At first I'm like, yes, maybe I got away with it. And then like, as he's walking to the other side of the stage, like, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I was like, Justin, it's me. And that was when he turned around. He's like, oh, I know who it is. And I was like, oh God. oh no. And like the way he said it, I just started cracking up laughing. But I was like, oh God,
Yes.
he's serious. And that's what he was like, yeah, bring a camera down here. And I'm like, oh no. And it was just, yeah. But he, I think we missed a chance to meet in Memphis because he was so busy, because he did invite me to the Memphis show last year, the one night only show. I tagged on Instagram. I was like, this is the only thing I want for my birthday next month. I do, like, if you get me a ticket, I will drive 10 hours to Memphis. And literally within like not even, I think like maybe 15 hours after I posted that was when I got the message like, hey, Justin wants to invite you to the show. And I was like, okay, he's serious.
Oh.
And so he knew I was there. We just didn't get to speak. And I was like, oh, dang it. But it was so icy and crazy. And it was like his mom's birthday was that night too. Like there was just too much going on. So I was like, I wasn't expecting anything to happen. But he did know I was there and he liked my post about it. And he left me like a little heart on my Instagram post when I posted about it too. So he knew I was there. But I think he was waiting on the concert. And so that's what made it so funny. So I was like, oh God, he's been waiting like 6 months to embarrass me. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go let it happen. I told him I would let him do it. Like, embarrass me however you want to. But it was really cool how he did it. And I love that he like told the full story on stage about it. Cause God, it was so funny. But
Awesome.
when I saw him again in Charlotte in November, he saw me like right away when he came on stage. He kept coming to my side of the stage, and the girls like behind me, they were like, "Why does he keep like noticing you?" And then I had to pull up the thing on my phone and show them, and they're like, "Oh my God, that's you." I was like, "It's me." And so after that, it just kind of clicked for them. They're like, "Oh my God!" So like every time he would come over to the side of the stage, they're like, "Oh, he's gonna point at you again," and he would do it, and they would just like go crazy behind me. It was so funny. And at the end of the show, when he's on Blocky, like for some reason, I got like the perfect viewpoint from my seat.
That
was like
was
on the
such an
side
awesome
up front.
moment.
Yeah, and so he was looking straight at me, and I knew he was about to do something, so I just blew him a big kiss, and he blew me one back, and I was like,
Aw.
that's so funny. I love him. Yeah, he lurks, but he keeps tabs on me, and I appreciate that because I'm the same to him. And I will send him messages occasionally. I don't expect a response. I'm like, as long as he sees it and he knows, like, I got your back. I don't care what's going on. Like, I'm here for you. And I think he appreciates that. And so, yeah, he's always been really cool to me.
Aw, I love that.
Yeah, no, he definitely does, and he definitely lurks because he always knows what's going on. Like he calls people out all the time,
he
and I
so
like
badly.
live for those moments because they're so funny. So like when you were posting it, I was like, yes, I knew he was gonna get her. It's so funny.
He definitely lurks. Yeah. So that's why I always tell people, I'm like, y'all gotta watch what you post online because he looks at it. Even if he's not reacting to it, like he's looking at it. So
and he doesn't forget.
so
like
funny.
He'll wait 10 years to get you if he wants. Do you know what I mean? So like some people will be like, oh, I'm safe, but like 10 years later, nope, you're not safe. So
he's been keeping tabs on me for a while. Yeah.
So you said your favorite guys are Justin and Joey?
I would say, yeah. Honestly, I started off as a Chris and Joey girl, and I feel like that's never really gone away. And then like finally meeting Chris in person, I was like, oh my God, it's Chris. And I'm like trying to just not be a weirdo. And I was just like, no, I gotta be calm. I know what to do. Like I used to work with celebrities. Like I did concert stuff. So I should be used to that. But like when it's someone like that, you're just like, oh God, like, no, don't be a weirdo. Don't be a weirdo. So it's like trying so hard to not like, but he was so nice and he was so excited to meet me, and that just like made my day. And Joey too. He was so tickled once he realized it was me. Like he must have hugged me 10 times in like 20 seconds. It was so funny. He just kept hugging me. Every 10 seconds he would just give me a hug. And so yeah, I was thinking back to like, 9-10-year-old Kianna, and I'm just like, she would not believe that Joey or Chris was like hugging her right now. Like crazy. But yeah, Joey especially though, because he's a Star Wars nerd like me. So I feel like that was where I always like had him as a favorite because we're both huge like space Star Wars nerds. So yeah.
Now have you met all the guys?
No. So at this point, I've had like face-to-face interactions with everybody but JC. JC has like never acknowledged me, never said anything to me.
Same.
And it's so funny because it's always like someone connected to me that he'll notice, but he still has not noticed me. Even on like It's Gonna Be May Day, he reposted one of my friends' posts and didn't repost mine, and I'm just like, oh God.
Maybe this year will help.
Y'all are gonna start to get tag until the end of the
year,
time.
like my friends have tried so hard every year because I'm like, we already got the other 4. I don't need the other 4. Like, they know who I am. I don't worry about that.
Yeah.
JC is the one. Like, I cannot get that boy to acknowledge me to save my life. So I'm just like, all right, maybe one year he'll finally, like, I know they talk about me in the group chats. Like, I don't want to hear it. But like, what 1 year he's got to acknowledge me. Just give like 10-year-old Kianna that satisfaction of getting all 5. But I mean, it was cool because last year, I mean, other than Lance, and I mean, I've already talked to Lance several times, but I mean, I pretty much got all of NSYNC except JC last year. And I was just like, come on. Like, I was this close.
You just need JC.
So close. Yeah. But yeah, it'll happen. I just gotta, I don't know. I gotta figure it out. But
yeah, absolutely. We're gonna pull for you to get that JC interaction. I still need Chris and Joey. I've had interactions with the other 3, but I still need Chris and Joey.
Chris is usually pretty easy to get. Joey's actually kind of difficult too. I will say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it took me a while to like. I mean, that's why I just went in person because I was like, I think he's maybe liked or like viewed my story one time. Like, you know, like we had never really had any interactions before I met him in person. So,
I think he's just so ADD that he looks at his phone like I do. Looks at his phone. Okay, and then runs to the next thing.
Yep, so, we're very similar, and so that's why I'm like, I wasn't worried about it.
Chris and Joey interactions online.
Joey,
but I need to
like,
meet them in person still, so fingers crossed.
Because like Joey, even after the meet and greet last summer, he found me in the crowd because I had an aisle seat, and so he came up the aisle and like danced with me during one part. It was so funny. But yeah, I love him. He's such a goofball. Love him to death.
Yes.
That's awesome. Any ladies have any other questions for Kianna?
Is there anything else you want to tell us or tell the viewers that we didn't cover?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I feel like we covered a lot.
We did. I think we
did. We covered a good bit. Yeah.
Do you have anything else coming up involving the guys?
Not right now, no. I've been doing a lot. I know some people know me in my motorsport stuff, so I do a lot with like NASCAR, IndyCar. Don't do as much Formula One yet, but maybe one year I will. But I would say NASCAR and IndyCar are my mains. So we're like peak motorsports season, so it's kind of just like nobody's really on tour. So I want to try to get to another Pop 2K show. So if I can do that, I'm definitely going to do that. But yeah, that's probably, I would say Pop 2K and all my motorsports stuff. That's like my summer plan right now. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, if you come to New York to see Joey on Broadway,
I want to
Melissa
so
and I are
badly.
trying to go, so let us know.
Okay, yeah, I would like to do that. That would be so cool. Because I can hop on a train, which is really nice because now we have like direct train service up to that area. So
nice.
Yeah,
oh, nice.
I want to do that. We'll see.
Just let us know.
Yeah, definitely. We're shooting for that for sure.
Nice.
All right. Well, let's go to the next thing. I have some April birthdays to go over. And we have, of course, everybody knows the mega talented Pharrell. His birthday was April 5th. And of course, we have Silas Timberlake. His birthday was April 8th. We have Court Cowie. Her birthday is April 9th. Jessica is April 13th. Belinda Melinda, her birthday is April 16th. Moonlight DI, April 22nd. Mal, her birthday is April 27th. I am Jihani. I probably butchered that and I do apologize. I'm so sorry, but it's April 27th as well. And then, of course, our podcast is around, it's going to be May Day on April 30th. So that is all the birthdays that I have. So happy birthday to everybody in April, and anybody that we missed or we didn't know about. Happy birthday to all of you as well. And now we have some news to go over.
So I have some Chris news. They announced some new Pop 2K dates. June 27th, Atlantic City, New Jersey. June 28th, Waterloo, New York. July 26th, Elizabeth, Indiana. 8/29, Kansas City, Missouri. And then they did announce July 5th. It's Delray Beach, Florida. Those tickets do go on sale April 25th, starting at $27. Premium is $47. VIP is $67. I think that's a seat like at the front of the stage. And then you can check with Pop 2000 to see if they're going to be having the VIP with Chris, because they revamped it and it's like a whole new VIP from what they did last year.
Oh, yeah.
We did see some clips like V and Loretta that went to the VIP, and that seemed like they were having just a blast with Chris.
It looked like so much fun.
Yeah.
It did. So I'm hoping that they're going to do more of those VIPs, and I'm hoping I'm going to get to another show, because even though I got to meet Chris and had like my own little meet with him, I want to do like one of those group VIPs, because that just looked like so much fun.
That did look like a lot of fun.
And also, if you all saw the cute video that Chris posted with BB Mac at the pool, he was like massaging them. They were in the pool playing. If you all have not checked that out, go to Chris's IG page. He still has it posted. It's like the cutest thing ever. I need more videos like that, because they are having so much fun on the Pop 2000 tour.
Yeah, so cute.
Awesome. Over to Joey.
All right, Joey is still on vacation, but by the time y'all see this, he will be back. He's actually going on Tuesday the 22nd back to Broadway until July 31st. I think there's 31 days in July, end of July. We're still crossing our fingers that he is going to be at that Comic-Con in New Orleans. Yes, July 11th through the 13th. I will be there. Roxana will be there, and a few others, as long as and Brandy. Yes, Brandy will still be in the area.
Brandy, yeah.
Yeah, so 3 out of 5 of us. Yeah.
Kelsey, we're gonna have to try to make it there.
Yeah,
I know. We're gonna have to try to do it.
So we can have everybody in one spot. We could just, roll up on Joey and be like, "What's up, bruh?"
Yeah.
He would love that.
But yeah, other than that, he's still on vacation. He's not doing a whole lot. From what I've seen, he did post a really cute video on Instagram. Telling everybody go see him in the Ann Juliet. Hi. That was so cute.
Yeah, that was so cute.
It really was. But that's all the Joey news today.
Awesome. Over to JC.
Not a lot going on with JC like always. But Richard Marx put like a little video talking about JC and wanting to like do a collab or do something with him. And if a lot of people don't know who Richard Marx is, he produced the song "This I Promise You" for NSYNC. The song was a hit for the boy band, reaching the Billboard's an American chart one and number 5 on the Hot 100. And it was also the final single from their second album for the No Strings Attached. And that's it for JC.
Awesome. Yeah, that would be such a good collab too, because I mean, I personally know who Richard Marx is. He's amazingly talented, and I think him and JC would work well together. So fingers crossed for that. That would be a nice collab.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah. All right, so I have some Justin news. So first, we're going to start with Selfish has reached over 50 million views on YouTube, becoming the first Everything I Thought It Was video and his 20th overall to reach this mark. So yay, Selfish. Then also on the top 20 global concert tours from Polestar, Justin is ranked at number 3 with only Coldplay and Shakira ahead of him. So that's awesome as well. And then we have Summer Love, which everybody knows is one of my favorite, by Justin, has now entered the most popular track on Spotify. The song is gaining attention because of the public support, and it's currently the 3rd song from Future Sex Love Sounds to be on the list. So I'm excited about that. So woo, giving a shout out to Summer Love. If anybody saw him do it on the festivals, watching him, I made like 1,000,001 thirst trap videos on that. So you're welcome. And then lastly, Justin and Nike are releasing a $500 golf shoe that is limited to just 1,981 pairs. I'm going to show a picture of it, but it's Nike Victory 4. Reggio di Sole is made in Italy and will be limited, like I said. And it's the pop star's birth year, which is in it, 1981, obviously. Oatmeal dresses almost the entirety of the premium golf shoe. And so I'm going to show a picture of what it looks like for anybody interested, but it's limited. And so you got to go get it when it's released. So there is that. And I think that is all the Justin news I have. Currently, he's, on break right now. In a few weeks, he goes back to the festivals, but he's in Montana right now, and he is going to show up in a week at the Las Vegas golf tournament. If anybody's looking to see him, but I did hear that there's going to be no spectators allowed, so go at your own risk. If you want to try to see
I have a question. Are you going to buy a pair, Kels?
I am not going to buy a pair, okay? I don't have $500 to spend on that, and if I did, it would be more like the Super Bowl collab that he did. This is the second time he's collabed. The first one was for the Super Bowl shoes. Those I would, and they were like $300, I think.
Well, my birthday's coming up, so maybe you should buy me a
yeah, I was joking with some people and saying that we should buy a pair together and pass the shoes around, and they made a reference of like the sisterhood of the traveling pants, the sisterhood of the
shoes. Yes,
I thought that was funny. Jenny, actually Jenny was the one who came up with that, and I thought it was hilarious. I was like, yeah, totally.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, let's go off to this game and see what we're doing with it.
Yeah, and we didn't forget Lance. He just doesn't have any news.
Yeah, but we love you, Lance, and we're waiting for you.
Coachella.
He's living his best
Coachella. So.
He's living his best Coachella life.
Yeah.
I do want to say Lance had the poll of his outfits for Coachella. You know how he always does that? Yeah. And I've been really good with picking out like outfits that he wears this time. It was none of the ones I requested. So Lance, seriously, bro, seriously, the ones that I picked were super cute. I just want to leave that there, okay? Thank you.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
All right, take it away, girls.
All right. I mean, I guess I'll explain it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna play a match game. Between me and Brandy, we're gonna ask questions. Okay. So Kianna is going to tell us. Well, Kianna's gonna think of her answer first. She may write it down. I can't remember if she has pen and paper. But it's between all the guys, and it's who is the most likely to, and then we'll ask the question. So all 5 of us pickle girls will hold up our answers. Melissa will tally who gets it correct, matching to Kianna's answer. And then at the end, we will go through the score and see who wins. So Brandy's going to ask 5 questions, and then I'm going to ask 5, and then she'll ask 5 more, and then I'll ask 5 more. And then we'll see at the end of the round.
Cool.
Okay.
It's on Roxy, by the way. You won the last game, okay?
Yeah, Roxy won the last game, so we're ready. We're ready to defeat her.
Uh-oh.
We're bringing it.
Yes.
All right. So the first question is, who is more likely to role play in the ladies' lingerie and heels?
Oh no, that's a good
I
one.
say Joey. Roxy, Joey. Okay, Kianna, what's your answer?
I was gonna say Joey.
Joey. So everybody gets a point.
But I will say, Justin is not afraid to do it either.
Oh,
he did
true.
But Joey, I think it's like
Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey.
Yes.
Like you wouldn't even be able to finish the sentence. He's probably running and like picking out an outfit. So yeah, and that's why I love
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
He's not
He's
afraid.
breaking the heels out. He has the heels already.
He's not afraid. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, number 2. Who is most likely to fart in an elevator full of people?
Oh God. Oh no.
I say Chris. I know you can't see that.
Oh, this is hard. I honestly can see any of them doing that except maybe Lance.
You gotta pick one.
Oh, that's so hard. I honestly would have said Joey because he's the goofball.
I was going to pick
I
him.
was gonna say that too.
I
but
would have said Joey on that one.
Okay, so nobody gets a point. Nobody
Yeah.
gets.
Justin likes to play a lot of pranks, so
He
I felt
does.
like he would die
does.
laughing because it's like he's trapping everybody.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can make a case for like almost everybody but Lance for that
Yeah.
one because they're such
Yeah.
goofballs.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Maybe not J. I don't think JC would. He's too.
Oh,
nice.
no way he would.
I don't think
No,
JC would
he's
either.
too nice.
No.
JC's too nice. Yeah. No.
Okay. Who is most likely to flirt their way out of a speeding ticket?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Joey.
Way out of a speeding ticket.
That's Justin. There we go.
Oh, no. I think I would say Joey on that one too.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
Because he's a flirt.
He's
He
the
is a
biggest
flirt.
flirt.
He
He
is.
is a flirt.
Justin's sarcastic and funny, but like Joey
Uh-huh.
does the flirting.
Yeah. Now, if it was like, depending on the year, I feel like if it was like babyface Justin, he absolutely would do it.
Yeah.
But like thinking to now, like
Fake
Joey,
it,
oh
you know.
God, Joey
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Joey takes them all.
Mhm.
He is a renaissance man, honestly. Like, yeah, he'll fart in the elevator, but then he'll flirt with you 5 minutes later.
Yeah,
So, you know, it's
exactly.
like, it's balance, I guess.
He'll use it as a pickup line and be like, hey baby, you dug that fart, right?
Oh Lord.
No, sir, nobody's impressed with your farts, but okay, go ahead.
Not at all.
Oh God.
All right,
That's
the
why I
next
love
one.
him.
Who is more likely to take forever to reply back in the group chat?
Oh,
I know.
that's easy. Yeah, I was gonna say JC. JC probably didn't even open the group chat.
So
He's like,
everybody,
Oh,
he sees
everybody
the
has it.
Y'all are
notifications coming in.
ridiculous.
Did everybody have it?
I think everybody
no,
did.
I picked Justin because Chris talks about how Justin takes
So
forever
Roxy,
to reply
That's
Brandon,
back.
true.
Christine,
I
me,
can
and
see
Kianna.
that.
Okay.
I could
Yeah.
see Justin taking forever just because
He
he's so busy.
complains because
Yeah.
Justin's the only one that takes forever to reply back to him. So everybody else like answers him, but like he's like, yo, Justin, like what up?
Not surprised at all. I could
wonder
make a
if
case
he's
for JC. on
disappeared, so
Justin.
you never know what JC's up to. So
True.
He may just be sitting
Yeah.
there waiting to answer somebody. You know, you never know. Feel like I'm bored.
Yeah.
Oh look, they finally
Uh-huh.
talked. You know, you never know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Who's more likely to tell the worst jokes?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa, whoa.
Yes, Brandy, we're on the same
hard.
page.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm gonna go.
I
going
think
with
I would
Lance.
say Lance, only because of his
Yeah.
like his pranks are just so funny, but like so. I don't know. Michael's
Brandy,
always
did you
Yeah.
have
like,
Lance as
why
well?
did I marry this
Okay.
man?
just making
Yeah.
sure I get everybody because you guys take them off before I
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Leah.
Yeah, I would say Lance, but I love his dad jokes and I love
I love his
like,
dad
cheesy
jokes.
pranks. It's
Yes.
so fun. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
oh God, he's so
Yeah.
funny. Michael's
Yeah.
so easy to prank too. Like I feel bad.
Poor Michael.
Oh yeah, and he's getting
But it's-
pranked all the time.
It's
He's
so
a good sport.
funny. Yes, he's
I love when he does the
Yeah.
Lance scares though on Michael.
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
hmm
so funny.
I'm just waiting
it's
for
just like-
the kids to start doing it.
It's so low
Yes.
effort too, but he gets him so badly every time. Like it's oh God, it has me dying laughing every
Yeah.
And he
time.
should know. He should totally know by now.
That's what I said. I was like, you still like fall for that every time. Like I
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
All right, was that your 5, Brandy?
That was my 5.
Okay, I'll start with my 5. All right, who is most likely to become president?
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh,
that
God.
is a good one.
I'm gonna go with.
I would say JC. He seems the most like
All right, keep your things up so I can.
I'm the only one that said
Diplomatic.
Justin. I said Justin.
All right.
I would say JC. He's pretty
Okay.
diplomatic and he's like
He
level-headed. Like that
Yeah.
would be a good job for him. All the other 4, I just feel like, oh God.
Yeah.
I think I would
It'll be a party central.
I love them to death, especially Joey. If you give him any, oh dear God, that
Yeah.
one.
One of them could do the VP, but like JC's got to be president.
Joey would be a good vice president, I think.
Yeah.
Of partying.
He like
Joey
he likes the parties, and they do. I mean, they do have to go to a lot of the ceremonial stuff if the president can't go. So like that would be perfect for him because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
social.
Very
Like he can do
treasure.
that. I
Yeah.
feel like Justin likes his alone time. Lance likes his alone time. Like Lance is pretty social too, so he would probably be a good VP. But yeah, like I can see
JC for president, man.
JC, yeah.
That'd be a good campaign.
Yeah. All right. Who is most likely to complain about the food at a restaurant?
Oh,
Oh man.
Complain
Oh,
about the
hang
food?
on. I say Chris.
I actually was gonna say Lance because I feel like he's like the foodie kind of guy in the group.
Nobody.
Oh yeah.
I thought about that.
Cause he
I thought-
like and it, like he's got WeHo and like like I feel like he would
Yeah.
be like, oh, this isn't up to my standards, like
That's true. Yeah.
yeah, I guess I could see that.
Yeah.
It was
I
between
could see
Chris
him
and
doing
Lance
that.
for me.
I feel like Chris
Yeah.
is so nice. Like I feel like if I'm out to lunch with Chris, like I feel like I would have to be the one to be like, hey, his food is incorrect. Like, can you fix this? Because he's so nice. Like I feel like he wouldn't do that. I don't know.
I think he's so sarcastic. I was thinking that he would definitely do it even if it wasn't for real, just to be like funny. So I was
Goofball,
like,
yeah. The goofball. That's where the goofball
Yeah.
comes in. True. Yep. I can see that.
All right, next one. Who is most likely to go weeks without changing his clothes?
Oh Jesus.
And
God.
no.
sorry, Shelly, we love you, but
We love you, Joey, but we know. What you think, Kianna?
Kiana's dying. Kiana can't answer.
There was no hesitation, and it was just like everybody immediately was just like, no, it's Joey. Yeah.
It's
God.
100%.
No,
You agree?
We love you, Joey.
just because I know the other guys are like so into fashion and like appearances and all, and I just feel like Joey, especially with the shirts the gag shirts he wears, like if he finds a good one, I feel like he will wear it until it just has holes in it and disintegrates pretty much. So
yeah.
oh, God. Joey, Lord.
Yes.
That's
Agreed. Agreed.
That's
All
so
right.
I just love how everybody immediately. That's so funny. Oh my God.
We know him. We know him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who is most likely to gamble away all their money?
Oh God.
Hang on.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
That is.
I would hope they're all smart enough to not do that since they haven't done it yet. 'Cause
I'm
God,
gonna
we've
go
seen
with
that happen with a lot of people.
I'm
So.
going this route.
Oh no.
Justin, Lance. All right. What you say, Kianna?
Gamble all their money away. That's crazy to think of. I don't think it would be Justin. I feel like Justin's too he's very business savvy, I don't know. It's hard. Like I feel like I could go Joey or Chris on that one. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. I might say Chris on that one. That's hard. Yeah. I might say Chris on that one.
We picked
That's
some
a
good
hard one.
questions.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yep. Okay, so she says Chris.
Yeah.
There's only Kelsey.
Yep. All right. My last question, and then Brandy will start with her next. Who is
Yeah.
most likely to participate in Shark Tank?
Ooh.
Now that's either as an
Ooh.
investor or as a inventor. Yeah, that's what I say too.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a hard one too. Oh my gosh. I would probably say Justin for that one, just again because of the business savvy. Like he's a businessman. I could see Lance doing it though. I could.
Yeah.
I feel like those two are probably the most business savvy out of the group. And Lance, I
Yeah.
mean, he's probably the closest to Justin as far as like business ownership.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like Justin, he would probably. I don't know.
We're going
Yeah,
Justin.
that's a hard one.
I went
Yeah.
Lance because Justin doesn't like to do a lot of appearances if he
He
doesn't
doesn't.
have to.
No, Lance.
So
Lance
it's
will
like,
go on
oh,
TV
Lance
if he
loves
has
to
to.
be on
be like,
TV.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lance will
He's
do
like, I'm
anything.
there.
Yeah.
Like, he does like to give his opinion on stuff, but since Justin is an Aquarius like me, I feel like he might do it if it was like, because I
Definitely
do
worth
like
it.
Shark Tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if he saw the right opportunity, he'd be like, oh yeah, I want to invest in that. So, because he's been making some good investments lately. So
Yeah.
Sure, I could see that. Yeah.
All right, Brandy's next questions.
Who's most likely to have handcuffs in the bedroom?
Oh my God.
Not even a question for me, okay?
Well,
Justin,
Don't-
remember I love you. Don't be mad at me. I'm just speaking from the heart, bro.
I
I like
say
how you're
Joey, but
hiding.
I know Justin too.
I'm only saying Chris because of what he said in the interview for Deadpool when they did the premiere, when he was talking about his outfit. If y'all remember,
Yeah,
Dr.
I
Kianna.
do remember.
I was thinking Joey for this one, just because he's a little.
I can see that.
He's spicy.
I can see Joey.
I have insider information. No, I'm
If
just
it
kidding.
was like,
Yeah.
especially if they're like
We'll
Star
need
Wars
to
themed
know.
or something, he would go nuts over that. So
Justin is always on stage. You know? So I'm like, oh.
I'm not letting him off the hook because I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'd say he's a close second.
He
He's
definitely likes to be handcuffed. Justin, you know.
like,
Bro,
seen
you
it.
know.
Now that I've had the dance moves in my face like 3 times in 1 year,
Yeah.
like he's not off the hook.
He's
So,
way too good at it, you know? You know it's been happening.
That's slick.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Next question.
Yep.
Who is more likely to prank call somebody?
Oh God.
Oh gosh.
That could be any of them.
Oh, I say Chris.
call.
He's the prince.
I would say Chris because he's
Chris.
It would
he's
be
just.
between
I feel like
Justin and
that's his
Chris,
type. That's like his type of
because
prank.
they're the
Yeah.
two top prankers. But
Yeah, that could be Chris or Joey. Since Joey did a lot with like Impractical Jokers too, like I could totally see that 'cause he loves that stuff. But Chris is funny.
Who is most likely to be late to every event?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I know that one.
I have no idea.
That's so funny.
All right,
Yeah.
Kianna.
I would say probably Joey. Joey, Justin would probably be close second on that one too, though.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah. Again, like I have to think because like again, Justin and I's birthdays are like 2 weeks apart. We're both Aquarius. I know how he is and I know how I am. Very similar. It could, yeah. He could be, but I feel like Joey is such a goofball. He'd just like show up.
Yes.
Like, hey guys, I'm here, and it's like 45 minutes after he's supposed to be there. Especially like way back in the day. Like I feel like he's probably the one that was like dragging his feet, probably.
Yep.
Who is most likely to live on a deserted island?
Ooh.
yeah.
I think JC could survive.
JC.
Yeah, because JC, he really does try to he wants his piece, and I don't blame him.
I've
at
only
all.
dealt with
Like,
Justin twice, and
I
it
do
was on
not.
a professional level, and he was like early.
Brandy,
What is that? Who
Brandy, you
would
didn't put
most like
JC,
survive
right?
on?
What?
Brandy,
She put
you
Lance.
put
She
Lance.
picked Lance.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
making sure.
I can see Lance. I mean, he could probably survive it. I don't think he would enjoy it, but I think
agree.
he's smart and he's resourceful enough, especially after doing like astronaut training. I feel like he could
Mm.
probably figure it out. But
Yeah.
JC, he would just be like in heaven, like, yeah, please leave me alone. I don't blame him at all.
Who is most likely to become a meme?
Me.
Well,
Well,
you know.
Bring down Kianna.
it's gonna be May.
God, who could
It's
it
gonna be May.
I can see his face now, just like the eyes would just roll all the way in the back of his head.
He
Like,
did a huge eye roll, and we're all gonna get shit for it, but we love you.
Yes.
Just
so
remember.
Kianna.
that's my boy. That's my
Yeah.
boy. He did it.
Ooh,
So funny. Thank
That
you,
was
Max
an
Martin, for
easy
making him
give.
sing it
Everybody
like
got
that.
points on that one.
Yeah.
yeah,
I had to throw that one in there.
Easy
Yeah.
peasy.
yeah.
Was that your last one, Brandy?
Yes, that was.
Okay. I got 5 more, and then we'll see who wins. All right.
All
Who
right.
is most likely to be clingy in a relationship?
Oh,
Ooh.
Jesus.
God. Hold on.
I know. Trust me. I know.
Lance, and 2
Oh,
Justins.
God, that's hard because, like, I can. Ooh.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I don't know. I actually do agree with Lance because he seems like a very affectionate guy, you know? Like, yeah. I think I'd have to go with Lance. Justin might be a close second on that one, but maybe not.
Well,
'cause
he
he's-
wrote "Gone" because his girlfriend
True.
went to the nail salon. Okay.
True.
That is true.
That's-
And if you
that's a good
listen to
point.
some of his songs, I mean, he said it in interviews before
That's a
too.
good point.
But I can absolutely see Lance too. I think there was a story between him and Michael, and they were like inseparable. I think from like
Uh-huh.
right, wasn't there like a
Yeah.
story about that? Yeah.
Because
They
even
do
like
close.
I got to talk to like Michael showed up at the end of our interview when I did the podcast with them, and they were so cute together because they were just like sitting on the couch together, and I was like, oh my god, they're adorable. So yeah, I could totally see that.
You know, Kels, bringing up points doesn't get you extra points.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying why
That's a good
I
point,
picked
I
though.
know.
the
I'm
fifth.
playing. I'm
Good
playing.
point.
You know.
Knowledge is
I'm
I
a
know.
Leo. I gotta explain things.
Kels, knowledge is power.
That's true.
Right. All right. Next question. Who is most likely to have 4 personalities?
Oh, Jesus.
That's easy.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait.
Mm.
I don't
I
know.
have it between 2 right
Hmm.
now. Hold on.
Let me
Don't.
think about
Correct.
that.
Don't.
Mm,
Mm.
4 personality. Ooh.
I'm gonna.
We got Chris, Lance, Joey, and Joey. All right,
I would-
Kianna.
I would say Joey.
Joey.
Only because
Joey and Chris.
he's very good at improvisation. Again, in Practical Joker stuff, like I feel like that's where his brain is like the best in those situations. He's so funny, just like way off the cuff, like so
like
funny.
that.
Yeah, that would be. Oh man, that's an interesting one though.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is so
I
funny.
couldn't decide between those two.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Who would be most likely to never eat fruits or vegetables? I say Chris.
I would say Joey for that one because now Lance is like on his health journey, which I appreciate. So I feel like he's like Yeah, that would be like out of the question for him. But
Chris, when Brooke met Chris at Pop 2K December 30 on New Year's Eve, when she got lost and she was in the wrong line, they took her to the back, and as Chris was walking out, he had a bag of baby carrots.
Oh yeah.
So that's why when you said veggies, I was like, I thought of Chris. He was snacking. He asked Brooke, he's like, do you want some carrots?
oh my God, that's so funny.
So
Can
now
you
when I
imagine
gave
you've been
carrots,
waiting
I'm
to
like,
meet like
Chris?
you've been waiting to meet a boy band guy for like forever, and you finally get to meet him, and he offers you baby carrots. Like
She's like, he was there snacking on baby carrots.
that is hilarious.
I forgot about that. All right. Who is most likely to get detained in a foreign country?
Oh no.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I feel like most of these are all Joey.
Yeah, I know. Because Joey is
Joey's such a good answer.
You know, he's gonna do something crazy in a country, and like they're gonna be like, no, you can't do that here, and it's just
I feel like, why not?
Again, I feel like this is where Impractical Jokers comes in, because they do some real
Yes.
crazy stuff sometimes, and I feel like that is such a Joey like line of thinking. I could totally see that happening. I'm
Do
surprised
not
it
let them go to
happened.
Russia.
Maybe it has happened. They just never told us.
That's true.
That's
I would not be surprised at all. Yeah.
That'd be a good question for Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked him
Alright.
that.
All right, last question. Who is most likely to get their partner's name tattooed on them?
Oh God.
Tattooed. Oh God.
I'm thinking the same.
I think Joey, he's pretty crazy.
You know, I actually would say Justin on that one, because he's got so many tattoos, and like I feel like for him that's like a way for him to show
Love.
that's like one of his ways to show affection, is like do something like that. Like if it was a necklace or if it was like tattoo or something, you know, like I feel like that would be him. But
Do you think he has a Jessica tattoo?
I don't think it would be the name. It would be something
it'd
that
be something
represents
symbolic.
it.
Yeah.
I don't think he would put a name though.
No, I think he likes symbolism.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Gotcha.
that's a good point.
Gotcha.
I mean, he wrote her a song, so selfish.
Yeah.
Well, many songs, because Man of the Woods as well, but you know, that's his way of going.
True.
Yep. That's all the questions. All right, Melissa.
I'm tallying them up. Give me a second.
Woo, gotta see who got it.
Did you have fun, Kianna? Was that fun?
Yes, that was very fun. Those are good questions. That's like I really had to think about a couple of those, because that's what I love about them though, is that they're so just like the personalities are, you know, they have a lot of similarities with each other, but at the same time it is like a full spectrum of personalities.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's some stuff I
Okay.
could see all five doing, but yeah,
Yeah.
hard to tell sometimes.
So we have Kelsey 9 points, Kianna 10 points, Brandy, Christy, and myself 11 points, and Roxy 13.
Oh my God.
Oh, that means that Roxy's a champ again.
I love it.
Next time, we're coming for you next time.
Yes. No,
I
we're
love the
totally trying for
relationship
next time.
between the guys, though, and
good.
all of their relationships. What? Cutting her off?
Yes, we're disqualifying her next time.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
She's not as
Well-
big next time.
That's
Yeah,
so funny.
that's it. That's it. No. Well, thank you so much, Kianna, for joining us. We really had a blast talking to you about the guys. Obviously, we love talking about the guys. So anytime you want to talk about the guys, we are here. And that was a great game. Really liked it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad that
Anytime.
we did that. All right, so see everybody next time for episode 4. And get ready. Oh, Tracy, do you want to talk about it's going to be May Day real quick for the burgers?
Oh, yes. We want to start an initiative to April 30th. Everybody go and since it'll be May Day, go get a hamburger because of the Joey burger fiasco. And you saw that, huh, Kianna?
Oh my god.
And I mean, like St. Patrick's has their green beer. 4th of July has hot dogs. Cinco de Mayo's tacos. Let's do hamburgers. So why not?
So funny.
So everybody go get a hamburger. Take pictures. We're gonna pump it up, and it's gonna be May, and we'll share that on the next episode.
Nice.
Very cool.
I love that. I love that.
Absolutely. And Justin and Chris, y'all owe Joey hamburgers again. Every year, y'all owe Joey hamburgers. Get them back.
And as Lance would say, next window, please.
That's so funny.
Bye.
Bye.